Coming up, we'll hear about the importance of law firm values in your business success from Daniel Stark. Jonathan, I know that culture is important in your law firm. And if you would share what that's like at Daniel and Stark and some of maybe the new initiatives that you have underway.
Sure. To say that culture is a big deal at Daniel Stark is a gross understatement. It is the deal at Daniel Stark. You know, it begins with our purpose. And we've talked before about how what we do and the ability to represent these people at vulnerable times is a right and noble cause. But we say it a little bit differently when we address our purpose here at Daniel Stark. At our law firm, our core purpose is we keep our clients from getting screwed by big insurance companies. I know there might be more politically correct ways to say that, but it is the reality. What we know is that people suffer one, maybe two insurance covered losses in their lifetime. And to think that an individual is going to be able to go up against an insurance company like Allstate or State Farm or pick any of them, that where you've got an adjuster who's handled thousands and thousands of cases, to think that an individual unrepresented by counsel is going to be able to adequately represent themselves and get a fair result is just absurd. It's just not the reality of the situation. In fact, the reality of the situation is if you go it alone, there is a really, really high probability that you are going to be screwed by a big insurance company. And so just calling it what it is, saying it in the reality of the situation is important. And it's what we do. That's our core purpose. To support our core purpose, we have core values here at Daniel Stark. We also have a social contract. And I know a lot of businesses and even a lot of law firms proclaim to have core values and core social contract. But I'll just tell you, if these are things that are not talked about all the time, if they're not utilized in hiring, promoting, firing kind of decisions, then they're just not alive. And here at Daniel Stark, our core values play a role at every single level of the employment process. They are absolutely critical. Our number one core value is work hard, play hard. Again, we talked about the fact that when you're a professional, this idea of work-life balance is kind of a fantasy. It really is. It's not practical to expect lawyers to handle the magnitude of our clients' burdens and then just leave those at the office and go home. And so we believe having a life that is balanced is more about ensuring that you give equal effort and energy to playing as you do to working. And we kind of use the old picture of a little kid that would go outside and play so hard that when they came in, all they could do was hit the pillow and fall asleep. And for us, that's what work hard, play hard looks like. When we meet our goals every year, and most years we do, we go on a team trip. So coming up in 2023, we'll be taking the entirety of our law firm staff somewhere in Mexico. I know they don't know where we're going yet, so I can't announce it. But we're going to go to Mexico and celebrate as a team to live out together this work hard, play hard core value. Another one of our core values is arms out, thumbs up. It just addresses the idea that what you think about people will impact their performance. And so thinking the best about your coworkers will help them to actually be their best. We're going to be a law firm that thumbs up, as in I'm giving you my positive energy and thinking good thoughts, and arms out to express the vulnerability that comes from knowing that how you are perceived by those around you is going to affect your everyday performance. And so believing the best about each other is an important part of who we are. Another one of our core values here is do it all, do it right, do it now. I sometimes shorten it up as to do it all right now. But it is just understanding a sense of urgency and understanding that when you're charged with representing people going through difficult times, you have to do it all. You have to do it right. And you have to do it now, because to them, everything is critical. It's urgent. And having a sense of urgency is what do it all, do it right, do it now represents. And our last core value is be remarkable. And Donna, this is one that really stems from what we have seen over and over and over in the last 22 years that Daniel Stark has been around. And that is our clients going through these horrific circumstances in their life. And yet they are the ones that we see repeatedly continue to give and serve in their communities. And so that remarkable aspect of our clients and what they go through has led to the development of our core value of Be Remarkable, but also a Be Remarkable campaign in which we partner with news stations in all of our markets to recognize people in our community who are doing things that are so incredible you just can't help but remark. And that's what Be Remarkable is all about. And so through our core purpose and through our core values and through our social contract, I could talk for hours about this stuff, Donna. But through this social contract, which in a nutshell, all it is how are we going to respond when things don't go the way we want them to? How are we going to handle situations of conflict when they rise? Because inevitably, in any environment where there's more than one person, there will eventually be conflict. And so the social contract kind of sets the guardrails for how we're going to handle those situations when they arise. Unfortunately, it's rare. But through the core purpose and the core values and the social contract, we have a tangible way to evaluate our team and each other and say, we are living out the purpose that we've been called to live. We're living out the values that we profess to hold dear, and we handle conflict well when it arises. And through those three things, we have a team that is virtually unstoppable. And it's just a powerful and tangible way to feel really good about all these people that we spend most of our days with. And it's not important to who we are. Just get rid of the word important. It's just who we are. It's just who we are.
That's fantastic. And, you know, we've talked about a lot, Jonathan, and I just want to say congratulations to this wonderful firm and concept that you've built. And so it's the trifecta for me. So not only are you instrumental in obtaining justice for your clients who so richly deserve it, you're making a difference in the world in general. You know, sometimes those cases change the law, or they change the way insurance companies approach evaluation of these cases. And last, but certainly not least, you give back to your community and the markets that you serve in ways that a lot of businesses just don't think of. So congratulations, well done, and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you so much, Donna. Advocate Capital has been an important part of our success, and to be able to share this time with you is meaningful. So really, really appreciate it.